Hello everybody, Tahoe Yak Fisher here, and I am at my favorite put-in here in South Lake Tahoe. My favorite for the time of the year. Obviously once summer gets going and this is far too crowded and I have to choose other quieter places to be able to get to the water. I was planning on trying to go fishing today. The wind report said 5 to 10, and I kind of thought I'd just gamble and come on down here and see what the water looks like. But it's actually too big for me to be comfortable. You know, if it were middle of summer and the water was 70 degrees, then that's one thing. But this water is 40 degrees. And I don't have any kind of a dry suit. I just have basic fleece and warm clothes. And even in a life jacket, if you're a mile off of shore and you go in the water, it's going to be a very cold and dangerous situation. So I'm going to go do some other stuff. I'm actually going to go see how much snow is on our first to melt off mountain bike ride around here, which is on a place called Angora Ridge, which is more or less right behind this building. But anyway, so I had a subscriber ask me about the equipment that I use on Lake Tahoe, and would it be possible to fish Tahoe effectively with a regular paddle, kayak, and what kind of specialized equipment is really necessary. And I want to comment about that. So it is my opinion that you could fish Lake Tahoe with just about any kayak that you like, and you could be effective both jigging and top line trolling. You're really only going to catch fish on Lake Tahoe trolling or jigging. It's too large of a body of water to be effective in any kind of cast and retrieve situation. So now trolling, I do a lot of deeper trolling with lead core, and how far you are going to troll in that method, I'm not sure. On a paddle kayak, I don't think I would want to have to drag that much weight at a consistent pace for that long of a time. And if you stop too much, your gear's going to sink to the bottom and you're going to start snagging. And so I think top line trolling and jigging are going to be the two most efficient methods for fishing on Tahoe with standard kind of paddle kayaks, just about any kind of kayak. And for both of those methods of fishing, you don't need any specialized gear. I mean, a spinning bass kind of setup, a medium heavy rod, and something that'll hold at least 10 or 12 pound mono, or whatever braid equivalent or fluoro equivalent you prefer, would work great for both of those methods on Tahoe. You know, if you got a spinning reel, you're going to have to just let as much line off of the spool as you feel comfortable when you're top line trolling, so you get that gear away from your kayak and deeper in the water and that sort of thing, just as far behind you as possible. And then for jigging, you'll have to bounce off the bottom to figure out exactly where you are at. But those are methods that are easy to do with regular spinning equipment. I've never really used conventional bait casters, so I'm not gonna offer any opinions using that kind of equipment, but I've got plenty of spinning rigs and my Shimano 2500 with 10 pound or 12 pound mono would work great for top line trolling and jigging. Now, one thing I will say is that in all of my trolling efforts, I rely on my GPS fish finder to tell me what the bottom looks like and where on the shelf I am fishing. Now, top line trolling, that's a lot less important. You don't really need the GPS. You just need to know how deep you are. But the jigging, it would be super advantageous to have a GPS fish finder so that you can go to those structures, where the shelf has little ravines and stuff that the fish like to come up to feed. That's going to be key to finding where the fish are. So save your money on specialized trolling equipment and get yourself a fancy fish finder, and I think that you could be just as effective out here top line trolling and jigging as you might be with any of the equipment that I am using. So sorry we're not posting up a fishing video today, but I am going to post up something. And man, as soon as this wind calms down, we're going to get out there on the water, and I'm going to get some more video of me catching fish up. So, you guys, I am by no means any kind of an expert. So this is a video that I would love feedback. If you guys have feedback that is going to help other fishermen on my channel, following my channel, then please do. And if you can teach me something, which I'm sure some of you can, I will take it to the water and I will tell everybody about the experience. So thank you very much for watching. Tight lines, Yak Fisher out.